Important aspects of a nutrition label. It's so much more than just hitting macros. It's about quality sources and fueling our body with healthy foods. The first thing let's look at is the serving size, not in cups or tablespoons, but rather looking at it in grams, milliliters, or ounces. This is the only way we should be tracking on the scale. And so it's great practice to get used to simply grams, milliliters, and ounces. The next important thing to look at are the macros. How many grams of fat, carbohydrate, and protein are in this specific food? Whichever macro is most prevalent is the source. So, for example, in the can of beans, it's not a protein source because there's 19 grams of carbohydrate and only 7 grams of protein. Therefore, beans are a carbohydrate. For the peanut butter, there are 18 grams of fat, 6 grams of carb, and 7 grams of protein for 32 grams, meaning peanut butter is a fat. The next thing you want to look at is the fiber. If you have a 5-to-1 ratio of carbohydrate to fiber, so for example, you have 5 grams of carbohydrate and 1 gram of fiber, you can consider that a complex carbohydrate. If you have less than 1 gram fiber per 5 gram of carb, it is a simple carbohydrate. Both are great, both have their place in the diet, but we usually want to stick to fruit for simple carbs. A goal of 25 grams of fiber per day is suitable for most women. That being said, I recommend about 500 grams of vegetables and 300 grams of fruit for most women to get that fiber in naturally versus through high fiber tortillas or fiber supplements. Beans are another healthy and great natural source of fiber. After fiber, let's take a look at added sugar. Not necessarily sugar because fruit has a lot of sugar, but it's natural sugars. We want to look for added sugar. As you can see in the example, the beans nor the peanut butter have added sugar, which is great. We definitely want to stay away from added sugar as much as possible. The next thing to look at are the first few ingredients. The first about 3 ingredients are typically most prevalent within the food, and so those are what we really want to focus on. Does sugar fall within one of the first 3 ingredients? If so, put it down. Let's choose a different option. You can see in the beans, the ingredients are organic kidney beans, organic pinto beans, organic black beans, water, and salt. That's it. Beautiful. Typically, the fewer the ingredients, the better. Get rid of all the additives. For the peanut butter, notice in the ingredients, sugar is not in there. If you go look at the peanut butter in your pantry and it has added sugar, throw it away and go choose a healthier option. Lastly, the fats. So we have trans fats, saturated fat, and unsaturated fat. Unsaturated fat is the healthier fat that we want to be looking for in nuts, avocado, oils, that type of thing. Saturated fat, we do not want to eat much of butters, shortenings, and trans fat is artificial fat. So, like baked goods and butter on popcorn and just the things we want to stay away from. So, if you have one of the 3, make sure you're focusing on unsaturated fat. There's a lot of awesome information on a nutrition label. So next time before you buy your food, flip it around and just double check what's in there. Also, when tracking macros, make sure that what you're tracking matches your nutrition label.